Thank you all for coming out today. This is really to honor and to celebrate our icon, legend, Hattie Cawthon's birthday. Do you guys know who Hattie Cawthon is? Does anyone know who Hattie Cawthon is?
Tell us.
Okay.
Tell us.
Well, Hattie Cawthon, she was a woman that moved here from a rural area in the South, Virginia, Plymouth, Virginia. And when she came here to Bedford-Stuyvesant at that time, it was literally a concrete jungle that lacked trees. And being that she was from rural Virginia, she knew the importance of having trees in the community as far as oxygen and other benefits of having trees in the community. So because she didn't like how the community looked, she took it upon herself to just start beautifying her community, and she actually spawned an environmental movement. Okay, and she actually discovered these two trees. They're called Magnolia grandiflora trees, and in front of these three brownstones, and she knew it was rare for them to exist in New York City due to the inclement weather conditions. New York City of the past was way more inclement versus how it is now. Now we're having more of a tropical environment. So these are the two Southern Magnolia grandiflora trees. She actually saved these trees because back then, these developers, the neighborhood was changing, these developers came and they wanted to tear down these three brownstones. Okay, she was clever enough to actually landmark these two trees, and these are the only living landmarks in New York City. Okay, Hattie Cawthon did that, and by way of her doing that, she was able to save the two trees because the trees survived because they're housed inside of the buildings, and they actually survived due to the heating system inside of the buildings, believe it or not. Yeah, so that's what saved the trees, and also the park is across the street. So because they're landmarked, they could not tear down these buildings. Then she found an entrepreneur in the community who put up $400, believe it or not, for each of these brownstones, and he purchased each of these brownstones, and they formed what is called the Magnolia Tree Earth Center. Okay? So these three brownstones are not just three brownstones. This is the Magnolia Tree Earth Center, and it was actually formed because Hattie Cawthon was a woman of vision. She was a forward thinker, and she knew that her community needed a safe space to have ecological studies. So the center was formed and founded so that we could utilize this center to teach people really about being resourceful, about living off the land. That's what this is about. One would have to go to the government for a handout. They have to go to the government yourself by just being a resourceful person. Okay, also this is what she was about as far as going to the community, bringing the community together. She was a connector to teach the community that when we work together, everyone thrives, which is very important. Now we live in a time where we don't have many community centers, and it shows. I grew up in a community center, actually right down the block, the Salvation Army. They were an after-school program, Christian-based, and they actually raised us when our parents weren't around. That's what Magnolia Tree Earth Center is about back in the day. Even now, we have an after-school program on the top floor. Children of Promise on, I think it's on McDonough. That's another after-school program. It used to be PAL. But these after-school programs, they're the lifeline of the community for children. You know, we do what we do now because the people who came before us planted the seed to teach us that it's not good to just be just be all about yourself.
Summarizing this incredible event, but just introducing myself, that I'm the Director of Community Engagement and Partnerships at Brooklyn Museum. 6 months ago, I think it was, that we sat down and we had a listening session with those in the community here in Bed-Stuy over at game when it comes to institutions. So this is our baby museum on wheels. I also have my partner here, Alexis Gonzalez. He's over there in the back. It's a team of two, but we a mighty team. But within that, we partner with Magnolia Tree Earth Center and brought our partners, Laundromat Project here, Ola from Black Girls, Free Women's Library. Black Girls Sew is in the unit as well too, teaching patchwork. We also have Cool Cultures here in the back that is asking you how we preserve Bed-Stuy. We're seeing it change so many spaces. And preservation and archival work is so important, but it's really important that we do it together.